It's time for this week's JetHawks baseball. Yeah, baby!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our first half finale of This Week in JetHawks Baseball. I'm your host, Jason Schwartz. On this episode, we're going to take a look at what's coming up in our final homestand of the first half. Plus, we're going to take a look back at the first half, and it's been a really good one here at the hangar. In 2011, Rancho Cucamonga won both halves in the South Division, running away with them. This year, every single team, including the JetHawks, are right in the thick of the race up until the final week. So it's been a good one. We'll take a look back at it. Plus, JetHawks starting pitcher Bobby Duran will join us, and he'll join us right now, all on This Week in JetHawks Baseball. We're now joined by JetHawks starting pitcher Bobby Duran here on This Week in JetHawks Baseball. And Bobby, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Bobby, it's been a really good start to 2012 for you, and this has got to be a big change. You were here last year, and that team struggled a lot, especially in the first half. At this point, you guys were not in the race. This year, a whole different field. Compare last year to this year.
Well, this year we have a great team, great chemistry. We all get along with each other. And we have fun out on the playing field. I think Kike is a big indicator of that. He's always doing something fun, and I think that carries around to everybody, and it's fun to be out there again.
Now, this is an organization the last few years, the Astros, that hasn't had a lot of minor league success. This year, at this point, all the teams in the Astros organization are either at 500 or over 500. What do you think that says for the future of this system and the organization?
Well, I think it's strong. I think we have some prospects that are starting to come through here and, increase the level of which everybody's playing. And it's fun. It's fun when you can be on a good team. It keeps everybody interested longer, and, you're not just playing for your own stats and stuff. You're playing for the team as well, and that's a big help.
Now, this is a spot in the league, and we talked to all the pitchers about this. This is a spot that does not have a good reputation with pitchers. It's a tough place to pitch, but you've done very well here this year, and you're a sinker ball pitcher. You keep the ball down. And talk about your success here this year. Your ERA is under 3.5, leading the team in wins, doing a really good job.
Well, that's the key is you got to keep the ball down here, and I think it helps this year compared to last year. Is I'm more calm on the mound, and everything's kind of slower to me. I can process what's happening, and I think that's been a big key is I see things before it actually happens, and it's helped a lot.
Now, you're a tall guy, and I'm actually really happy we're sitting down for this interview. I don't think it would have worked if we had stood, but you're listed at 6'6", and now, have you always been one of the tallest out on the field growing up through Little League and high school?
Yeah, absolutely.
And with your style, how does that height help you? How do you use your height to your advantage?
Well, I like to be able to keep the ball down, and when I'm down the zone, it creates a good angle for myself, and it helps people hit the ball right into the ground.
Now, you're from Flower Mound, Texas, which is just outside of Dallas. Growing up in Texas, getting drafted by the Astros, first, what did that mean to you? And second, growing up, was it the Rangers or was it the Astros for you?
Well, it was the Rangers, and I actually like the Braves a lot because they were always on TV. When they lost that TBS deal, that really hurt their followers. But definitely a Rangers. And then growing up in Texas, everything that everybody talks about. It's Texas. It's the greatest state in the nation.
And what would it mean for you to be able to play Major League Baseball if you were able to move up in the organization and make a debut with the Astros to play in your home state, even if it's with the Astros, not your team growing up with the Rangers?
It'd be awesome. It'd be incredible. I definitely have a lot of family in Texas, and a lot of family close enough to Houston that they could make a lot of starts and everything, and I think that it'd be a dream come true.
Well, not only that, but starting next year, the Astros move into the AL West, so you're going to see a lot of Rangers-Astros matchups. And as a guy from Texas, what do you think that will mean for baseball and the rivalry between those two teams?
It'll just take the Lone Star Series to a whole nother level. You know, people, you hear about it recently about the series, and the Rangers won it the first part of it earlier, but you know, they'd probably be playing each other 20, 25 times now, and it'd be huge. Everybody likes playing against each other, so it would just increase everything, and then we'd get to come out here again and play against the Angels, so it'd be a blast.
Now, you talk about rivalries in Texas and how big the sports landscape is. Now, you pitched in the Big 12 at Texas Tech. Both your parents went to Big 12 schools as well, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. That's a huge rivalry. How was that in your house growing up?
Well, I was born and bred a Cowboy, and so I was never actually a Boomer Sooner. But it seems that most of my family has followed the OU route, which, albeit that's okay. You know, definitely grew up in a rivalry, but it was a friendly rivalry. So we got both sides of it, and you know, nothing compares to going to a Big 12 football game and stuff like that. Maybe the SEC, maybe a Mississippi State football game, Grant Hogue. But it's not. It wasn't a big issue, you know. I went as long as I got my input with it at Tech, so I was able to, you know, get my guns up and give everybody in Oklahoma some hell.
And pitching at Texas Tech and being in the Big 12, what was that like? The stops you have to go to there, playing against the University of Texas, and so many good baseball programs down in the Big 12.
It was fun. We definitely made a lot of trips. I was recruited by most of those schools, so it was fun pitching against them. And it's just everything that –
showing them what they're missing out on?
Yeah, definitely. And it's just the fact that going to those places that I had already been to growing up, it was fun actually getting to pitch there.
Final question for you, Bobby. What would it mean to this ball club and to you personally to win a first-half title and go to the postseason with this JetHawks team, which would be the first time the JetHawks would go to the postseason as an Astros affiliate?
It'd be huge. It would show a lot of people in the organization that we have a good group of players here. You know, a lot of it is the same group of players that won the championship up in New York, and it'll show them that, like, when we're together, we have good atmosphere and good presence together, and we play well together. And you know, maybe we get to keep that going, try it in Corpus next year, and see what happens. But to win it here is just. It'd be huge just because of the reputation this place has. It's not exactly pitcher friendly, but we're pitching well enough right now, knock on wood, to keep it going, that we might be able to make a run at this thing and win it.
Well, hey, Bobby, we're all pulling for you. Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
That's Bobby Duran here on This Week in JetHawks Baseball. Thanks to Bobby Duran for joining us here. And now we're going to take a look at what's coming up at the hangar for our final homestand of the first half.
Hi there, fans. I'm Jen Curran with a look at some of the exciting stuff we've got coming up at the hangar this homestand. It's a short 3-day homestand leading up to the All-Star break, but even though it's short, it's going to be a lot of fun. The homestand starts off on Thursday with dollar beers presented by Diamond Jim's Casino. It's also 80s night, so dig in your closet and bust out your best 80s fashions. We want to see them all. On Friday, it's our first fireworks of the year presented by the Jacob Hester Foundation. It's also Star Wars night. You never know who you might find at the ballpark. You might see Princess Leia, Darth Vader. You never know who you might find. Saturday is our first Faith Night of the year, and it's also a giveaway of the Cal League All-Stars poster. We can't wait to see you out at the hangar. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm Jen Curran.
Yay!
And now we're going to take a look back at one of the more exciting first halves in recent memory here at the hangar, the first half of 2012. Let's take a look.
This is the craziness of minor league promotions.
You gotta get deeper in 10. 9.
Don't record it until my hair's fixed.
And it really was a great first half here at the hangar, but everyone now looking forward to an even better second half of the season. That's going to do it for This Week in JetHawks Baseball. For Bobby Duran, Jen Curran, and everyone with the JetHawks, I'm Jason Schwartz. Thanks so much for joining us. As always, you can catch all our episodes online at jethawks.com, and you can go to jethawks.com to find all the latest news and information regarding the JetHawks. Thanks to Radham Productions for their production and videography of this program, and we'll see you in the second half here at the hangar and here on This Week in JetHawks Baseball.